All right, on the other side of this, estar, because it also means the same thing, we need to understand the difference in usage. All right, so if I have estar and I set up my chart, okay, it's estar. It means to be, but it is the short term. All right, this one's a little more regular. After I define it, what's usually my next step? What's step 2? Drop my ending. I can do that here. Okay, I can drop my ending. It's not as bad as say, but it's still a little different. Here's where it's different. To say I am using estar, it becomes estoy. So what am I adding that's different? The Y. The Y makes it different. Okay? It's not just esto, it's estoy. Add my Y. In the to form, you are, it's still AS, but I have to add something. What did I add? Accent. Got to do it. If you guys can't do accents on your computers, I'll talk you through it in a minute. All right? From here on out, I can follow my normal endings, but I have to make some additions. So, ella está, which is normal for an AR verb, but again, I need to add the accent. Okay? The nosotros form, because it's AR, I can add AMOS, and I don't need to do anything else to that. I can leave it AMOS. Last one, I'm adding AM like I normally would for an AR, but again, I need an accent. So what makes this different is the yo form and the accents. Okay? We're adding a Y there where we normally wouldn't. Everything else is the same, except now I need accents. So the only ones that do not get accents are the first person, I and we. Everything else gets an accent. So this one's not as tricky as said is with conjugating, but you must include the accents because without the accents, the meaning of the word changes, right? And that's going to cost you some issues down the road. All right. Now, as far as usage, what makes this short term? I'm going to give you another acronym. Place. The P. Position. What do I mean by position? Mike?
A position means like a place someone is in.
A place something is in. So, for example,
A place of work that is.
the marker. To be in my hand. The marker is in my hand. Is the marker always going to be in my hand?
No.
No. Now where's the marker?
On the table.
On the table. Its position is changed. Now where's the marker? On the ledge of the board. Its position is changed. Right? So it's short term because it can rapidly change and it could be for, a very, very, very small amount of time. Directly related to location, same idea. Okay? Alex to be in Spanish class. Is Alex always going to be in Spanish class? No. In about a half hour, Alex is going to be somewhere different, another classroom. The location's going to change. Okay? An hour, although it may seem like a long time for some of you, an hour is a short-term thing. So position, location. All right? Make sense so far? All right, the A. Action. What do we mean by that? Think of something that you're doing or somebody is doing. All right, like what we did in the do now. Okay? You all are writing or typing notes. The typing of the notes, is that going to be forever? No. That activity you're doing is short term. Okay? All right, right now we are learning Spanish. All right? The learning, short term. Right? Later on, you're going to be eating lunch. Are you going to be eating lunch forever? No, the action is going to change. The eating is going to change. Once you're done eating, you go do something else. You'll eat again later, right? But the action changes. All right?
Now,
The C and the E, again, related. Condition. All right, condition. Related to emotion. These are short-term things that can change. Okay? Let's go back to Alex. We said that as a characteristic, Alex is nice. But let's say this morning, I don't know, something happened, and Alex to be angry. Right? Is he going to be angry forever? No. His emotion will eventually change. Right? Maybe somebody will give him a compliment. Hey, Alex, you're a nice guy. Now he becomes happy. Alex goes from angry to happy. Right? His condition or his emotion changes. All right? How you feel in a particular moment falls under these two categories. Right? And it's considered short term because it can change day to day multiple times. All right? Has nothing to do with your personality, has to do with how you're feeling in the moment. Right? There's your big difference. Now look at the acronyms themselves. What is a doctor that would make it long term? It's a profession, it's an occupation. So the acronym itself lends itself to be long term. What's place? It's a location. The acronym itself lends itself to be short term. Right? Use these. Alright? So again, for example, alright, if I want to say something like you are happy. You to be happy. Okay? How many people is you? One. Don't need these. Am I you? No. Am I talking to you? Yes. So I would use estás with my accent. How do we say happy? Feliz. Tú estás feliz. You are happy. Right? You can't say tú eres feliz. It doesn't work that way. All right? Just like you couldn't say tú estás amigos. Right? They don't work that way. So when we see these, we got to understand when to use them because they mean the same thing. So because these all have to do with some sort of description, that's what we're going to be doing a lot of. Talking about how to describe things and places and where things are, how we're feeling, right? All that. Questions on this so far? All right, lovely.